Welcome to Life is Strange. Now, I would like to get a few things out of the way. First off, this game has had such a brilliant reception, and we've been planning on doing this video for since a few days before E3 started. So we didn't actually know about the first thing that we are going to mention, which is that this game has a sequel or prequel, or it has an add-on or something called Life is Strange Before the Storm, which I believe, from what I've seen, is a prequel featuring the relationship between Chloe and Rachel, which are characters that are in this game, if you don't know. And also, just like The Killing Floor yesterday, this game, up until very early July, is going to be 100% free for those who have PlayStation Plus. So if you like what you see, make sure you go over and download it. It'll make sure you support Dontknod and Square Enix, who published this game. Now, this game is touted as one of those games where your choices really do matter, which a lot of people don't really have faith in, but I give this game the benefit of the doubt. I already got started with Chapter 1, so I am not too far into the game. But the first thing that I am going to definitely do when I play audio settings, is I'm going to turn the music volume all the way down to 0. Because this game actually does utilize copyrighted music. So, I'm sorry if it'll seem really odd, really quiet, but I don't want to be sued. So, this game takes place, you play as, so Life is Strange is a story-based game that features player choice. The consequences of all your game actions and decisions will impact the past, present, and future. Choose wisely. So that's game saying all of your actions will have impacts. And, I'm pretty sure that for this to totally go through. This is a very cinematic game, and one of the first things you will notice is that this game has a pretty unique art style compared to other types of games like this, such as the Telltale games and Until Dawn. And this is very...
Storm? How did I get here? And where is here?
This opening piece of gameplay was right here. It gets you going.
Wait,
it shows you...
There's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there. I hope. Please let me make it there.
So, for those who have never experienced this game, you play as Max, a high school student, high school photography major student, kind of, who wakes up and suddenly has weird time power. And what I was originally going to plan on doing for this series was, because of the fact that this game is episodic, I was going to do all of the first episode. And so I started playing through it so I could get a good grip on what I was going to say. That being said, the first episode is like 3 or 4 hours long, maybe more. So I'm just going to do to a certain point where I think all the features of the game are shown, which isn't that much new gameplay, but I feel like it's worth mentioning. So if you look at the game's art style, you can see the defined paint strokes, and everything has its own really specific vibe about it.
Whoa. That was so surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time.
Oh, I remember.
But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I am okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro. Now, can you give me an example of a photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black and white?
I didn't fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
So
There
one of
you
the
go,
main,
Victoria.
so
Why
one of the
Arbus?
primary things about this
Because
game
of her images of
is
hopeless
that
faces.
Look at this
it's,
crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson?
Is that it?
I can hear the class laughing at me now.
The setting is a the setting of this game is a place in I'm not too sure whether it's Oregon or Seattle, but it's somewhere in that same area where the infamous Second Son
You feel like
game
totally
takes
haunted
place,
by
or
the eyes of
region.
those sad mothers and children.
She saw humanity as tortured, right? And frankly, it's bullshit. Shh, 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 shh. Keep that to yourself. Seriously, though, I could frame any one of you in a dark corner and capture you in a moment of desperation. And any one of you could do that to me. Isn't that too easy?
That's really
Too
creepy.
obvious?
Okay, let's keep looking at stuff.
What if
I can't
Arvis
believe I
chose
still
to
have this
capture
pencil
the
case.
height
I should
of
upgrade to the
human
21st century.
So essentially, this
But
game's
I like it old. I haven't kept up with my journal as much as I should.
this game's
If anybody
gameplay
else looked at this,
is
what would they think?
typically interacting with things using triangle to look at things and pressing X to interact with things. And also there are certain hidden areas where you can press square to take pictures of things for achievements.
I have to admit, I'm not a big fan of her work.
I should
prefer
take a picture to prove I'm still
Frank.
here. Plus, it's perfect for my portfolio. And I have to get my daily selfie quota.
And there was honesty about the economic
And so
conditions of the era.
this game
But
was
a beauty
highly
in the
criticized
struggle.
when it came out for using a
You
lot
don't have
of
beauty
slang
without a
that
beat.
was
Which explains why Frank was
considered
Kerouac's photographic
cringeworthy,
muse.
like
And both
the
were the great
very,
chroniclers
very often
of the
cited term
1950s. Well,
hella.
we've all seen that iconic shot of Kerouac on
And
the balcony.
also,
and if you
selfies.
haven't,
a lot of selfies.
I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie. A dumb word for a wonderful photographic tradition.
You mean a
And Max
portrait?
has a gift.
I believe that's called a portrait.
Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the
You are
portraiture
not
has
cool.
always
You are
been a
not
vital
cool enough
aspect
of
of
a
art
teacher to do
and
that.
photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you
Yes, of course
please
you do.
tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I actually do know this, but because I've played through this before, but I don't.
I did
I'm
know.
not given that option.
But I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Yeah, this game uses a lot of
Very good,
internet
Victoria.
terms
The
for
Daguerrean process
very-
brought out fine detail
towards
in
very
people's
mixed
faces,
reception.
making
And,
them extremely popular
one of the
from
main
the
opinions
1800s
is that
onward.
people either
The first
love
American
or
daguerreotype
either despise this
self-portrait
game
was done
because
by
of that.
Robert Cornelius.
Right.
You can find out all about him in your textbook, or even online.
School's out. Okay.
And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry, too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
But I'm not actually looking at you. So as this game does take place in what is basically a high school, it may
Victoria doesn't
contain,
waste a second kissing ass.
may contain a few, not too many, but a few sensitive
Even her
topics.
school books are gift wrapped.
What, seriously?
I can't believe she made fun of me in class.
seriously?
What is she,
Hold up.
15 years old?
That's really
And people
sad.
laughed.
Everyday Heroes is
Of course, Victoria has to have the bestest, newest, most expensive everything.
Now, normally I would look through that, but I also know that that's not mine to look through. And this is in the world of a high school where...
Obviously, Blackwell spent bank on the computers here.
Yes. Top dollar for kind of early Windows 10 computers.
Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool.
Oh, that effect work is really good. So one of the things I really do like, I would originally
printer
didn't
is
like it too
amazing.
much, but
I'd love to see how
a
it
lot of
reproduces
all
my
of the
pictures.
because this game already
I could
does
pump out a whole
have
gallery show with that thing.
a very specific art style.
When I don't suck. Someday.
All of the pictures
I
are
love seeing Mr. Jefferson's
are
awesome
just
photos on these
painted
magazine
art
covers.
instead of actual pictures, and it just seems so interesting to me that they went for that specific art style.
That was amazing when Mr. Jefferson took a class picture the first week. Even though I didn't want to be in the picture at all, it was fairly fucking cool to watch him at work framing us. Damn, they have carbon fiber tripods here. The ball head even has a pan lock?
That is actually really
God,
impressive.
I'm such a photo nerd.
I'm just gonna look around a few things in here because I do want to save quite a bit for the people who do actually end up playing this, and also
This is definitely where cameras go to heaven. Oh man, they have those sweet ultrasonic lenses.
Yeah, this is just.
And look at that vintage rangefinder. What?
There's more of the. Okay. But this game, we will end up coming back to this classroom quite a few times in this episode.
Every time I look
in
at Victoria, I feel like she's talking smack about me.
It will not. You'll find out why, basically. But we're just gonna leave.
I
and
see
go
you
to
next, Caulfield. Don't even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
But why? I work better with moving film, not pictures.
I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I didn't have.
I didn't have any time. Way too much homework.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I
This
know
is your
it's a
own-
drag to
photography
hear
is your only
some
caricature,
old dude
isn't it?
lecture you.
Mr.
But life
Jefferson,
won't
I
wait
believe?
for you to play catch-up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right?
Right.
But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need is the courage to share your gift with others. And that's what separates the artist from the amateur.
Okay, good. So let's go to class. Let's go to our next class, or is this the end of school? I don't know what time
You didn't tell
it
me
is.
how cute I looked yet.
I was about
So-
to.
I feel like you have to
You always
This
to the
is
real
one of the
world.
moments where it actually plays music because she puts her
Then
earbuds
I might
in.
send you a special picture.
Because Max wants everybody to see how cute she is. She plays it so shy.
I need a serious timeout in the bathroom. Splash water on my face and make sure I don't look like a total loser.
This is one of the reasons why I did turn the music volume off, because actually, let me check on that. Hold up. Okay, it is off. But,
She's so fucking shy.
please don't play the actual music. So I would like, I put it in the description, but I would also like to commemorate Dontknod Entertainment for the really good job that they have done so far on this game. I still am only about halfway to 3/4 of the way through the first episode, but it is already a really fulfilling experience.
Evan doesn't say much to me, but his photos are very cool. Alyssa is always texting,
yes.
but she doesn't hang out with a lot of people.
Maybe she's texting her parents. This is where it's gonna seem weird because it's not.
Dana
really,
is on my floor too.
Because there's
She's such
supposed to
an
be music
archetypal,
playing in this.
gorgeous cheerleader.
But
They must make them in a factory. Poor Daniel. He's so
I'm
nice.
sorry. I just don't want to get.
I
this
wish I could
video
beat the
taken
shit
down.
out of Logan.
Just do it then. Are you someone I can interact with, or you're just generic person then? Okay. Are you someone I can interact with? I must interact with you.
There's Hayden, another Vortex Club bro. But he's actually not an ass.
And so the Vortex Club
Oh, I can
is
hardly wait
essentially
to never be too cool like Nathan and Victoria. Lame.
So basically, they're like the popular clique, which was originally designed as the people who were outcasts and rebels. So the nerds, the people who wouldn't really fit in with most cliques, those people would join the Vortex Club. This was back in the 80s, and so over time, it just kind of became where all the popular kids were.
It looks like she's been gone for months.
Okay, so this is Rachel Amber, and I believe this is gonna be one of the central characters in Life is Strange Before the Storm. But basically, she goes missing in this game, and no one really knows anything too much about her. And as you slowly play this game, you piece together what happened, and I assume catch the person who took her, and maybe find her? Maybe. I don't know for certain. Alright, let's do one more person before we go. Just gonna speed things up a little bit. Oh, this one is hilarious.
Principal doesn't come out of his office much.
So I don't remember what his name is, but the game actually calls him Principal. Like, he actually is given a name later, but he's just He's just not called that this early in the game, I guess. Alright. I guess time for a bathroom break. This isn't weird, right? I hope this isn't weird.
Empty. Good. Nobody can see my meltdown. Except for me.
And all of the internet and myself. Is that an Illuminati? Oh, I missed something I could take a picture of already. Okay, basically one of the things
Now,
you
who
can
would
do
bother to write that crap?
is take pictures and get achievements. Bro, take a picture. Take a picture of it.
I feel like the universe is taunting me everywhere I go today. It all started with that bizarro dream in class.
That's copyright.
Am I going crazy?
Okay, so one thing I do want to mention, because it is kind of funny, it's kind of funny how they pander towards Square Enix. So Square has a reputation for having atrocious movies.
Just relax.
Especially the
Stop
Final Fantasy
torturing
ones.
yourself. You have a gift.
I like that picture. And so what happened
Fuck
was...
it.
Okay, then.
When a door closes, a window opens. Or something like that.
I'll save it for later. I'll save the Square Enix thing for later.
Okay, girl, you don't get a photo op like this every day.
Oh, okay, so I am moving. Okay, so basically, Square Enix, they were known for their cutscenes for their Final Fantasy games.
Whoa,
And
where did that butterfly come from?
What ended up happening was
It
people
doesn't
would
look like
be like,
any kind I've ever seen before.
this game is beautiful, they should make
The
movies.
blue wings are practically
And so
glowing.
they did, and
I
it was,
can
and they were
almost
all
feel
horrendous.
the air moving around me. The butterfly feels almost like a spirit.
Interesting. So you personify lightly colored butterflies with extraterrestrial spirits? You are not supposed to be.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared.
You're not counting
You
to 3.
own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss.
You're a dick, aren't you?
So what do you want?
I hope you check the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
That's my family, not me.
Oh,
Okay, so
boo-hoo,
this
poor
is
little rich
Chloe,
kid.
one of,
I know
the
you've been pumping drugs
supporting
and shit to
character.
kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this bitch.
Yeah,
I can tell
explicit
everybody Nathan
language,
Prescott
I
is a
don't have
punk ass
the
who begs like a
ability
little
to
girl and talks to himself.
censor this.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm
Dude,
so
you have
sick
issues. Go
of
get
people
help.
trying to control me.
Please don't shoot
You are
her.
going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho! No!
And in the midst of tragedy, Max finds out that she can can just travel backwards in time.
Whoa. What the fuck? How?
Indeed.
How can that be? I was in the bathroom. He shot that poor girl.
Famously called film.
I held up my hand. And then I was back here.
As he likely was.
So that's one of the main gimmicks of this
pieces of time
game.
can frame
He,
us
I already heard this lecture.
Max, she can travel backwards in time to
Now
any
Kate is
point
being
in the
hassled
chapter, I
again.
believe.
And if Victoria's phone rings, this is real.
Now, can you give me an example of a
Man, I
photographer
cannot
who
believe
perfectly
this.
captured the human condition in black and white?
Okay, if I'm crazy, I might as well go all the way.
Bueller?
Can I fix that?
Can I actually reverse time?
I can fix the instruments if I
Why
have the
Arvis?
tools, but...
Because of her images of hopeless
hold
fate.
R2 to rewind. Hold L2 to rewind. That ought to be good.
Arbus?
Nope, not good enough.
White.
Oh, damn it. I think the game just wants me to go all the way back. Yep, there it
I
is.
did it. I
Can you
actually
give me an
did it.
example of a photographer who perfectly
human
captured the
time
human
machine.
condition in black and white?
That's not as good a try
Anybody?
as you think. Can I answer?
Max,
Bueller?
don't freak out.
Arbus.
Not yet.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arvis?
Keep it
Because of
together,
the images
Max.
of hopeless faces. You feel like totally haunted by the eyes of those sad
When I took my
mothers.
selfie, Jefferson asked me a question.
Humanity is tortured, right?
If he does again, I'll know this is for real.
I could do
Keep that to yourself.
I could
Seriously,
do a
though.
few
Wowza,
things in
my
this
old
game,
broken
but
camera is new
really I'm
again.
just gonna
To
speed
capture
through
you in a
this
moment of
because
desperation.
this isn't
And
too
any one of you could do that to me. Isn't that too... Shh. I believe Max has taken what you kids call a selfie.
I believe I
A
can
dumb
skip-
word for
oh,
a
I can't
wonderful
skip this?
photographic
Okay, never
tradition.
mind then.
And Max has a gift.
I know I'm not
Of
dreaming
course,
this.
as you all know, the
It's
photo
real.
portrait has been popular
I can
since
tell.
the
Imagine how
early
insane this
1800s.
would be for you if you
Your
magically had
generation
So I
time
can go
powers.
back in time.
Just for selfie
You can't
expression.
go back where you were.
What if that girl isn't dead yet?
I couldn't resist. The point
Can I
remains
save
that
her?
the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for
I
as
need to go to the bathroom
long as it's
quickly
been
and
around.
check it out.
So one of the
Now,
things I
Max,
really have noticed about
Since
this game
you've
is
captured our interest
while
and
Max
clearly
is
want to
saying
join
things
the
about just thinking
conversation, can you
things,
please
conversations will
tell us the
I'm
name of
just
the
gonna
process?
skip this. It is I'm gonna say that I feel sick because I feel like that could be believable.
I'm sorry. I feel sick. May I be excused?
Nice try, Max. But you're not going to get away that easy. We can talk more after class. Is there anybody
Oh,
here
shit.
who knows their stuff?
Jefferson wants to keep me after
Louis Daguerre
class.
was a French painter
And I need
who
time to
created
save that girl.
daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Why? Because I have a
Very
cool
good,
vintage
Victoria.
camera?
What if I rewind
The
again?
Daguerrean
Ah,
process
and give him the right
brought out
answer.
fine detail in people's faces.
Ooh, let's do that. So basically, when you're rewinding, that black dot on your screen with the little squiggly thing, will show you where you can go, and you can press R2 to rewind faster.
Well, Max, since you've captured our
And
interest
I'm
in
just going to skip forward in this. And the Daguerrean
The
process.
Daguerrean process, invented by a French painter named Louis Daguerre
thought it was
around
Louis.
1830.
somebody has been reading as well as posing. Nice work, Max. The Daguerrean process made portraiture hugely popular, mainly because it gave the subjects clear, defined features.
Right.
You
Like
can
a
learn
mirror.
more when you actually finish reading the assigned chapters. Max is so far way ahead of everyone. And guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San
Okay,
Francisco,
let's
where
get-
you'll
I
be
can't-
feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry, too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Max, you are not crazy. You are not dreaming. It's time to be an everyday hero.
Alright, so going...
Yes, Victoria, you
I'm just going to rush through this.
I see you, Max Caulfield.
Oh, damn
Don't
it.
even think about leaving here until we talk about your entry.
thought you didn't want to keep me. I thought I reached first time and fixed that.
I'd never let one of photography's futures...
Yes, okay. Not sure if I have one.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have one.
Given your selfie output, I'm sure you must have about 1,000 pics by now.
It'll take a long time to find a good one.
Max,
Processing all those pictures
Don't
must
wait
be
too long.
expensive.
John
Don't
Lennon
you
once
use
said
this?
that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
Right.
Go on now. Don't let me stop you.
That's actually one thing that you can actually rewind back and fix. And you can just press L1 to just go right back and fix that. And I'm actually just
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria.
Rude.
Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars
It does
avoid...
get a little bit monotonous hearing that. Let's hear
I'm
what
on
John
top of
Lennon
it.
said.
I think John Lennon once said that life is what happens while you're busy making other plans.
I really like that quote.
Max, you're on fire today. All the right answers. Good. Make sure you finish working on it by today. I have faith in you.
Am I gonna have time for that? Oh, God, will I have time for that? Let's just go and save.
I hope I have
Here,
enough time to
go.
get to the bathroom. Please.
Good point. Let's
please.
run.
I can't tell anybody.
Speedy.
They'll think I'm crazy.
Run to the bathroom. I really badly have to go, guys, before class starts. Okay.
Okay, Max.
So this is one of the things I find
every step.
odd, is that instead of like actually doing something to change things, she does
I washed
exactly
my
the
face.
same thing that she did
I
previously.
shredded my photo. Then the butterfly flew in.
Like, she didn't even need a shredded
And I took
photo.
a
That
photo.
took a second to do. Maybe even less. And then...
Leave them out of this bitch.
I can
Oh,
tell
wow, that
everybody
actually-
Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing?
Okay.
Come on, put that thing down!
Tell me what to do.
Wowzer, it's happening again.
People trying to control me.
You are going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Can I move
Nobody
that?
would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
I need a hammer to break it open.
Psycho!
Oh, holy shit, I can't let this happen. If I can reverse time again, I can help her.
Would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
Nope, I need to rewind farther.
Don't ever tell me what to do.
Okay.
I'm so
Go.
sick of people trying to
Get the
control
hammer, get the
me.
hammer, get the
You are
hammer.
going to get in hella more trouble for this than drugs.
Nobody would ever even miss your
Okay,
punk ass, would they?
Hammer, hammer. Bang, fire alarm.
No way.
Don't ever touch me again, freak!
Another shitty day.
Yeah, they all are, aren't they?
That did not happen. This cannot be real.
Can I pick my picture
I
up?
just
'Cause-
saw a girl get shot and then saved her. What the fuck is going on?
I'm not gonna
Do
dawdle
not
because fire alarm is
freak
going on.
out.
So let's just go. You can at least pretend that you're panicked.
Do you hear that fire alarm?
Yes.
That means you should be outside.
I had to
understand
use
that.
the bathroom.
Girls always use that excuse.
So do other
Excuse
people.
for what?
For whatever you're up to, your face is covered in guilt.
The alarm tripped me out.
Then trip on out of here, missy. Or are you hiding something?
You're
Huh?
rude, aren't you?
Thank you, Mr. Madsen. The situation
Oh,
is
yes,
under
there's
control.
Principal
There's no emergency here.
with the
Leave
nice
Miss Caulfield
plague
alone, and
face.
please turn off that alarm since that's your job.
So one of the things I really like about this game is, along with all the other things I've praised this for, is that it has a really good audio. Which is, if you're playing this game with a headset like I am, you'll actually hear the audio from each ear instead of just.
Principal Wells
Oh,
always
that's
looks
what it is,
so
Principal
distracted.
Wells. No longer
I
are
can
you just
never figure
Principal.
out what he's
you are
thinking.
Principal
Does he
Wells.
You look a little stressed out. Are you okay?
I'm just a little worried about my future.
You're sweating pinballs. Is that all you're thinking about? You can always be upfront with me, Max.
I don't.
Or
trust
have
that
you done
clay
something
face.
wrong? Is that it?
Just look at this. It looks like he was
Well,
molded
Max?
from like
Talk to me.
weird types. Okay, so and this is one of the main other key features, being that your choices have consequences, and this is pretty much where I wanted to get to. Just show off where all of this game is at its core and what it can be, depending on if you go that route. So me being the person I am going to report Nathan and have him get
I
in
just saw
trouble
Nathan
for trying to kill
Prescott
someone.
waving a gun around in the girls' room.
Nathan Prescott. You sure?
Yes, he was in the bathroom talking to himself with a gun. I saw everything. He was babbling like crazy.
Okay, slow down. Slow down. So now you saw this without him seeing you.
I was hiding behind a stall. I have the right to be there. It's the girls' room.
I know. I just want to be completely clear what happened.
Because
Mr. Prescott happens to be from the town's most distinguished family.
And
And
the
one of
Prescotts-
Blackwell's most honored students. So it's hard for me to see him brandishing a weapon in the girls' bathroom.
So he owns
what
the
happened
school,
next?
basically.
Then he left. I ran out here wondering what to do. Are you gonna bust him?
This is a serious charge.
It is a serious charge.
I'll look into the matter personally. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
Certainly.
That's it? After what I told
We'll
you?
continue this
Basically,
discussion
the
later
Prescotts
in my office.
own the school,
Please
the
go
police,
outside
the
with the rest
family.
of your class now, Miss Caulfield.
Of course,
Right.
this academic drone won't do anything since the Prescott family owns Blackwell now. Should I rewind and change my story?
I should not rewind and change the story. So after you leave each area, all of your actions will set in stone, and there will be nothing you can do to change them. Because of the fact that instead of if you've noticed a few times that I've gone into the menu, you are not given a prompt to actually manually save the game. So if you get to a part where auto loads and then you leave, those changes are set for good. So you're gonna have to live with your decisions or make sure you made the right ones. And so that's really all I wanted to go over with this game. I didn't want to show off too much, but I wanted to make sure that every key aspect
Max,
of the
you better go
gameplay.
on outside.
I understand that, Mr. Principal. I just wanted to make sure that all of the key aspects of the gameplay of the game was covered without going over a bit too much. This is a really good game, and like I have said, it is completely free until the beginning of July if you have PlayStation Plus. I can't personally speak for the rest of the channel, but I can definitely say that I am excited to see what the rest of this game will be like, and I am very much so looking forward to Life is Strange Beyond Before the Storm, which is going to be releasing in early to mid-August, I believe. Like I said, this game is fantastic, and if you like story-based games like
Max,
the
you should
Telltale
be
series,
outside,
I
not
understand
in
that,
here.
Mr. Principal, I'm doing an outro. If you do like Telltale-style games where your actions should have consequences, then you should try out this one. That's all I've got for today, but make sure you stay tuned, because we do have a lot more exciting things, experimenting with a few things, and we'll see you around.